It's really not countries that own it. It's Illuminati families that control it and own it. And they said no to their Chinese counterparts. Get what went down here? It was a clear no to the Chinese, and a message was sent to say, not only you cannot have it, but stop buying it up all over the world with worthless paper, American Treasury bonds. It's America's debt is what it is. And America will never be able to pay it off, so it's going to be deemed worthless not too long, not too far down the road. So the steel has been kept in the hands of the British, whoever they are, whoever the shareholders are. I would take a wild stab at it and say, the crown heads of Europe. They control all of the major corporations. Now, just to give you an idea of why Rio Tinto is worth killing 6 executives over. Rio Tinto's status as a mainly British-owned company located in Spain producing pyrites. That's an important material for military applications. It's created a complicated set of circumstances for the company's operation in the 1930s and the 1940s. See, during the Spanish Civil War, the region in which Rio Tinto's mines were located came under the control of Generalissimo Franco's nationalists. In 1936, there were a fascist party in Spain. A general ran the country and the businesses. Business generally preferred the nationalists' economic policies to their left-leaning Republican adversaries, as was famously mentioned in Getty's approving comment to Rio Tinto shareholders that miners found guilty of troublemaking are court-martialed and shot. Because, you see, that's how fascists do things. That's how Generalissimo Franco conducted business. Keeping Rio Tinto at all costs, because Rio Tinto was a major share, was a major holder of the mineral pyrite. But Franco consistently intervened in the company's operations, and at times requisitioning this pyrite supply for use by Spain and its Axis allies, Nazi Germany and Mussolini's fascist Italy, forcing price controls on the company's production, restricting exports, and threatening nationalization of the mines. Although company management and indirectly the British government managed to counteract some of these efforts by Generalissimo Franco, a lot of the mine's pyrite production was channeled to the Nazis, the Italians, Mussolini, and Hirohito of Japan before and during World War II. So Rio Tinto helped out the enemy. Nonetheless, Franco's meddling caused the mine's production and profitability to fall drastically during and after the war, leading the company to ultimately quit its Spanish operations in 1954. Pyrite is really what they were after. Very important material for military applications, you see. It's that iron sulfide called pyrite they're after. It's a brass yellow-colored mineral, also known as fool's gold, because it looks like gold. Pyrite is the most common of the sulfide minerals. The name pyrite comes from the Greek pyrite, or of fire, or in fire, from pure, meaning fire. This name is likely due to the sparks that result when pyrite is struck against steel or flint. The sparks produced. This property made pyrite perfect for the use in firearms. So you see, Rio Tinto has a huge military application. Spaceman, AM 640, and a view from space. So I believe Air France Flight 447 was shot down as a message, a shot across the bow to the Chinese government and to those at ThyssenKrupp who may do business with them, the German company. Steel and iron ore, to stay away from the Chinese. Don't give it to them. Because if you buy Hummer, you know they're not going to try and sell that vehicle to their billion population of civilians. They want Hummer and iron ore and rubber to mobilize their million-man army. So it is a brotherhood of the snake battle through and through. The moon cult versus the sun cult, fighting over pyrite, Rio Tinto, iron ore, coal and uranium and aluminum. Things that makes an army run. Space, back with more on A View from Space on AM 640 in just a moment.
He goes deeper into today's headlines than anyone else dares to go. But you can take it. This is A View from Space with the Spaceman on AM 640.
I'm the guy that calls space. This is A View from Space. You can email me. I got a couple of addresses. You can drop me a line at space@640toronto.com or spaceman@640toronto.com. Thanks for the emails I've received here tonight. Very interesting, very, very informative, and very inquisitive, and are beginning to see some of the repercussions of 6 Chinese steel executives flying to Brazil to buy up some iron ore. Other passengers, besides those 6 Chinese, the Michelin executives, and the ThyssenKrupp board of directors. On that aircraft also were Dr. Robert Correa Cam, a plastic surgeon, director of Skin Bank, and chief of plastic surgery service of South Brazil. His wife, Vera, with him on that flight, and their daughter, Leticia. Also, Chief of Staff of Rio de Janeiro Mayor Marcelo Parente was collateral damage as another passenger on Flight 447. Regional Councillor of Trentino Alto Adige of Italy, Giambattista Lenzi, was on board. Also Gianna Zortia, he's the mayor of Canal Sambovo of Italy, small town in Italy. Conductor of the Rio Municipal Theater, Silvio Barbato, was on that flight. Was Aisling Butler, a doctor. Brad Clems, that was the Canadian from Guelph, Ontario, Coca-Cola executive. A British structural engineer for PDMS company, Arthur Cloakley, was aboard. Jane Deasy, an Irish doctor, aboard. Michael Harris, an American from Lafayette, Louisiana, a geologist, was aboard. Also Ann Harris, an American, wife of Michael Harris. Zoran Markovic, a Croatian from Croatia, a sailor, was aboard.